By the way, you questioned the NGT. You have questioned the NGT. And let me actually take that point because Vimlendu just started it. Let me take it to another environmentalist. Anand Arya is on the show. Anand Arya ji, what's your take on this? What numbers do you go by? What's your take on this entire debate?
You see, look at it this way. Is the NGT managing the Kumbh? No. It is the UP government that is managing the Kumbh. Now, as a common sense and a student of management, even for such a big event, I think the first question that will be thrown at the organizers, that is the government of Uttar Pradesh, would be the water quality. Now, why are they doing it? And the whole thing is that there is a certain amount of actions taken, which has been submitted. That action taken report has been, which runs into several hundred pages, has been submitted to the NGT, and I think the NGT has a different view now than it had when the CPCB report was submitted on the 3rd of February. And, look at it this way. I will look at it purely if I look at it from a management point of view. I would never, ever let this kind of a situation or the water quality be so bad that people will fall sick. I would make sure that there is, first the parameters like E. coli or coliform we are talking about, the BOD and everything. This is well within the safe limits. Number two, if not only that, then the basic way to manage the cleanliness of a water, and that is the way our rivers used to be in the past, is the flow of the water. Now you look at it. I have received a number of videos from one of my friends, who is also my batchmate from the 1968 IIMC batch. Now she is, has such a clean water. I actually crave to see this kind of a clean water flowing in the Ganges. Now, obviously, there's no way the government of Uttar Pradesh would let there will be contamination in the water. They will maintain the flow. And also, maintaining the flow would absolutely result in the standard quality of the water. Now, I have also received, as Tuhinji said, I have also received from several sources the water from the Sangam. That water is much better looking than my RO water which I get in Noida.
Any water is better than Noida water sometimes. I'm sorry to say that, but with first-hand experience, parts of Noida. It's not everywhere in Noida, but parts of Noida. But anyway, go ahead.
Is essentially, it's a groundwater mixed with the Ganga water.
Yes.
And then it is supplied to us. But still we use the RO. And I put the same water in 2 glasses. The 2 glasses had one from, as brought to me from Sangam, and one brought from, taken from my RO. The Sangam water is as good as that, and there is no smell at all. If you have these kind of chemicals, these kind of contamination in the water, the first thing that you would notice is the smell. Now, from miles away, like Yamuna in Delhi is contaminated, you see the smell from miles. From miles, believe me. I live very adjacent, almost about 1 kilometer away from the eastern bank of Yamuna in Noida. Now, we can see the smell very often. So, to say, now of course, there are data is data, and then who you pick, from where you pick. I think if the comparison of the data has to be done, I would say that it has to be like to like. You cannot be comparing it, picking it up from some particular place, where it is contaminated. From what I have not gone to Kumbh for a variety of reasons. I would have loved to go. But the fact is that the people who have gone, some very close friends of mine who have gone there, even my staff has gone to Kumbh, and the kind of water and the way they, it's a flowing water. And in the flowing water, if you say that, oh, there is so much of fecal coliform in that, it is very difficult for me to believe.
Yeah, so let me, you're right. I mean, I appreciate you for making that point there. Let me also go across to, to more panelists.